book is based on a photographic archive that comes from 2 decades and more ago. John Liebenberg became a photographer in Namibia in the early 1980s. He started taking pictures, first of all in Katatura, and then at rallies and elsewhere, besides personal photographs, to the point where he could present a portfolio to Gwen Lister at the Namibian and become appointed as a photographer with the newspaper in the mid-1980s. He also became a member of the progressive photographic collective Afropix and later joined Reuters news agency. John also covered the war which was happening in northern Namibia on the border with Angola, where in those harsh years, SWAPO was conducting a guerrilla campaign against occupation by the South African Defence Force and against South African colonialism from its bases in Angola. When you see the book, you will notice it's divided into 3 chapters. Now, the texts in the book follow the conventions of many photography books. There is the expected historian's essay, contextualizing both the history of Namibia and a little bit about photography. Plus, there are longer captions in the back of the book, which I highly recommend you read.
Bush of Ghost is telling it as it was. And how was it? It was brutal. It was brutal. It was callous. It was painful, but it was also courageous. Perseverance was there. And finally, there was triumph. So the book therefore tells us the story of a defining moment in Namibian history. Very defining moment indeed. There was death, there was destruction, there were injuries, torture, betrayal. Pictures also tell another story. It's a story of closure. I believe the South African colonial war was the last truly colonial war. And looking at the military hardware, you would have thought that that closure would not have come. But it did. So this book to me therefore makes a significant contribution to our memory and to our knowledge. The authors say that it's a good book for photographers. I would say it's a good book for those who are still upholding the policy of national reconciliation.
Thank you very much.